Alright, I think my kids did something with my headset. I think there's some sort of intermittent short with it. Hopefully I'll be able to get through this without too much snap, crackle, and pop. First, I want to apologize. I want to be all contrite. I haven't been around much. I'm sorry. Work is picked up, the work that actually pays me. And I haven't been working on my stuff at home for about the last 2 weeks. And the Let 'em Dare I competed in, but I did not finish. When you compete in a Let 'em Dare and you don't finish, it feels like you just wasted your time. That's kind of, how I felt after that happened. I did not follow the Wise Baby's instructions properly. The Wise Baby said to keep it simple, and I didn't keep it simple enough. Anywho, this week, I really, really have to finish the prototype of my next game. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this. It's going to be a cross-platform between PC and Android phones. It's going to use Seth Robinson's Proton SDK. It's called Clandestine, and it's basically a Civilization-style game miniaturized so that you can finish it in one sitting. And you may think, oh, well, that's Oasis. Or oh, that's Bronze. I've tried both of those games. Oasis is nice, but it goes too far. You can finish a map of Oasis in 5 minutes. And I guess the hook there is that, you can play this long campaign of these little 5-minute maps. And, that's a perfectly valid thing. Bronze, I think, is too simplistic. It doesn't scratch my civilization itch at all. There's no... I don't think there's any technology improvement or anything like that. It almost reminds me of an old board game called British Squares, where you would place squares on the board, and in an almost Go-like fashion. You would then limit where your opponent could place his squares, and whoever placed the last square basically won because they would have more than their opponent. So that's what Bronze reminded me of. And in both cases, and I've seen this before. I've been wanting a Master of Orion style experience that I can experience in an hour, maybe 90 minutes or less. What do I get? I get Strange Adventures in Infinite Space, which lasts 5 minutes. Let me explore the galaxy, please. Stop putting these stupid time limits on me. I mean, practically as soon as I've done anything in Strange Adventures in Infinite Space, I have to immediately turn back and go home, or else everything I've done will be lost. I never liked that game design, and I never purchased either Infinite Space or Return to Infinite Space. I want the happy medium. I want a Civilization or Master of Orion style experience that has all of the elements, individual units. See, I have to hold my thumb way up here so that you can see it, so that you know that I'm counting. Individual units, cities and or planets, depending on what the genre is. Production that you can spend however you wish, and a technology tree. Now, these 4 elements, I believe, can be cut down into something much easier and faster to play without losing the feel. And that is what Clandestine is all about. I like to describe Clandestine to people as, you know how in Civilization, when you start the game, you see your settler unit, you hit B on the keyboard to build a city, and then you hit enter to end your turn, and then the city is built. And 20 years passes, and the turn ends, and your city is built. I like to say that clandestiny is what happens in those 20 years. That clandestiny represents the first turn of civilization. Oh man, I'm not supposed to be shilling my stuff, but well, this game isn't actually for sale yet, so I guess it doesn't count. I need to get it prototyped. I need to start getting it ported over to the Android SDK. I need art, which I guess I'm going to have to make myself. Basically, I just need to focus on it and get it out there. Right now, Viridian Games actually publishes only one game. It's like a movie that doesn't get a sequel. That's how you know a movie was a failure. It doesn't get a sequel. I'm joking, of course, but in next week, I expect to be coming on every day and updating you guys of Clandestiny's progress. You should be able to play the beta pretty soon and give me your feedback. If any of you have anything to say about pitfalls I can avoid while going to the Android phone, I'd like to hear it. I think the Android phone market was just recently updated with better rating, search, and featured areas, so that it's almost like the App Store. I think it's about time that they did that, and I think that will, that can let smaller companies get some word of mouth out if they get featured, that sort of thing. Also, one other thing. Right now, I'm using DreamHost for my hosting, which I love. DreamHost is great. A little expensive, but great. They have a system called filesforever, where you can upload a file to their servers, and they will store it as long as their servers exist. Not only can you store it, but you can also sell copies of it to other people, and this is a free service, and this seemed like the perfect thing for me. The only problem is filesforever is very simplistic. When I brought out a new version of Inaria, version 1.2, oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm pushing up glasses that aren't there. When I brought out the 1.2 version of Inaria, I had to manually go into filesforever and say, give this person a version of 1.2 of Inaria, give this person a version 1.2 of Inaria. Then I had to manually send out a mass email saying, you guys now have free versions of Inaria 1.2. It's a better version. Go get that one instead. I have no idea how many people have actually downloaded their free versions and played them. I should start getting, phoning home stuff into my software so that I can take some metrics. But basically, what kind of everybody seems to use a different kind of online store system, and they all have different prices and different plans, and I'm trying to pick my way through it, and suggestions would be helpful. So that's about it. I'm gonna finish my first cross-platform game this week, or at least the prototype for it this week, and I may put the prototype up on the Android market like Seth Robinson did with Taint, which actually turned out to be a pretty fun game. And get some feedback from Android users if I can do that. But if you guys can, give me some hints that might help me, keep from falling on my face as I do all of this, both entering the Android market and making it easier to buy my games and update my games and give updated versions of my games to my customers, then anything you can tell me would be I'd be very, very grateful. Um, I seem to be using this channel solely to get information out of you guys. If it seems that way, it's because it kind of is. I'm just starting out in this, and and it'll also help Pekka and Gianfranco if you answer these questions. Um, so that's basically it. I'm not dead. I will be making more videos. I definitely still want to be part of this conversation. If you guys hang out, I would like to be part of the hangout if you'll have me. Um, and let's keep doing it. We make games. That's what we do. It's who we are. Bye.